Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory, yes. We're back on Satisfactory, going to be continuing our single-player playthrough. I still am on the mend. I'm still sick though, yeah. At least, getting a little bit better each day now. Finally, the sickness is starting to leave my body, which is good. Still going to be a shorter episode today, kind of short on time for one. And for two, yeah, just still sick, so you know how it goes. So, if you weren't here last time, we had finished building the train tracks up to the desert area because we're gonna start laying down track through the desert area. You've got these big old bridge finished for up to this point anyway. And whatnot. So we didn't do a whole lot. Probably not going to do a whole lot today either. Just because, still sick and short on time. But we're going to be also doing Satisfactory multiplayer over on the dedicated server with DDG later today. So that should be good as well. We also built this little kind of, just as a, fun little thing. Spent a little bit building this end of the line, end of the track, kind of fun little deal over here. But this track is going to be going up into the Titan Forest when we get there. So, but I decided to build this because it's going to be a while yet before we end up with that. So, yeah, got this little dealio to stop trains from going any further. Okay, so today's plan, like I said, is going to be continuing the rail line up into the desert because we're going to be out there in the desert. We're going to be building our modular engine factory, and it's going to be our first factory that's going to be completely independent once it's on the full system because we're not building everything yet. We're not building the engines in a proper location. We don't have a proper engine factory yet either, so it'd be really cool though. We could build all of the engine stuff out here in the desert, like do the stator factory out here in the desert, do the engine factory out here in the desert, do the modular engine factory out here in the desert, do the turbo motor factory out here in the desert. That'd be a lot of factories, just kind of blotch them around the place. And then eventually do the rockets, and this would be like the engine desert. That'd be kind of cool, actually. Because the desert is kind of my favorite biome since we don't have snow, and the devs have said many times that they will never do snow, which is kind of sad. But okay, so first things first, I do want to finish this before I forget. I want to finish building this right here, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So put that there, and then let's see, let's get that right there. Move it in. Move it in again. Nope, looks like that's going to be it. Okay. Then we're going to zoom that. Oh, come on. I guess I don't need this, huh? Actually, I do. No. Technically, no. There we go. Okay. The bottom doesn't have to look super pretty or anything like that, so. Let's see. I do want to slope these down, though. So, let's do these. Okay, these are 2 meter. All right. So what we do here, grab that like that. Oops, I need the inverted version of that. Sorry, my brain's still not all here yet. I don't think it's gonna be. That's just the way it is. Okay. I just carry this onwards there. Same with that. This one's gonna slope. You could do a 1 meter. That does kind of blend a little bit better. I gotta be a 2 meter. Yeah, we'll just make it a 2 meter. Keep things easy. There. Okay. I think this is also a 2 meter if we do this. Put some wacky shapes in there. That's not gonna work. It just needs to blend with the one section here. So if we did this... There we go. We can make that blend a little better now. You get it right on the edge. There we go. Yeah, that looks a little better. That's like it's blended in. Okay. Like I said, under here doesn't really matter too much. There we go. Yeah, that at least blends the corners nicely. Okay, so then the next thing I gotta do is I have to remove these. This isn't quite right because I'm missing my other piece. I'm missing my actual supports. Be nice if the blueprint would actually work correctly. If I could select where the points were. Yeah, this is a bad idea. Yeah, you know what, it'd probably be better if I fixed that now. Yeah. The blueprints always go to the center, and it's actually really annoying. Did I have this on the Mark II? That actually is kind of important. Encroaching clearance. Oh, he's talking about the blocks. That should do. Let's go ahead and load. Actually, we're probably going to have to build new, aren't we? Let's load up the blueprint, so then we get all the stuff, and then we can just move it down, I suppose. Yeah, the problem is the center is like here, and the center of that is like up here, and it's not wanting to snap it correctly. Like I said, if I could pick the snap points for the blueprint, that'd be so much better. And also, if it would, when you're putting blueprints together, if the same blocks are valid or invalid, or if the same blocks that are exactly the same, if they are completely overlapped each other where the game wouldn't normally allow it, it would just disintegrate those blocks. Be kind of cool. I don't know. As you place it down, that way it's not just like overlapping. Okay, let's see if I can fix this blueprint here. Alright, I have fixed that, and I've also lost the ability to hear properly. Woo! I blew my nose real hard, and now my ears are all... and my ears are all messed up. Like, what the heck? But bridge E... Wait, we got two of them now? This one. No, this is the old one. What the heck? Oh, that's the... Oh my gosh, did it seriously not save properly? I don't think it saved properly. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's the one I did. Okay, then we change it to blueprint mode. I should be able to... Yeah. It's exactly what I want. Okay. And then what we do is we change this to blueprint, and then we just... take this. Swap it to that. I can't, like, if I have a blueprint open, I can't, like, swap to the next blueprint. I gotta do that. I gotta do it like that. I guess if I had it on a hotbar. Okay, so then with that, yeah, blueprints. Let's edit this one, pull it over to here, apply changes. This one, which is the old one, I want to edit this one. Remove blueprint. Apply changes. There we go. Okay. But now with that though, I could do this. You do blueprints. Do this. That. Oh no, it's off by... What? It's off by half a... Oh no. Come on, man. Really? Why is it... Why does the blueprinter do that? It's so annoying. Now I gotta fix the blueprint again. What? It's just sometimes the blueprint, it adds extra space to the size of the blueprint that doesn't need to be there. It doesn't have anything in that space, but but the blueprinter just decides randomly that's what the size of the blueprint is. Like, a lot of the time it's fine, but sometimes it just straight up says there's an extra space here now. Like, I get that it's floating, but let's see, this will probably mess with the blueprint as well. What's that one there? I specifically didn't put anything here so that it wouldn't add an extra space, but it did anyway. Okay. Let's try and... I'll just put a 4 meter there since it's going to do it anyway. This one started. now we can do this. Inverted. 2 meter. Save it. Clear the designer. I'm just going to leave the designer here for a minute. And we'll see what happens. Okay, blueprint. That's the bottom. I need this one. Is that blueprinted properly? Yeah, it has. I did have that on blueprint mode, right? Just making sure. Yeah. Okay. Now I can do this. I'll just have to remove there. And there. Oh yeah. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, gigantic bridge supports. And since I've got 5 uploaders for concrete, and I'm building at around 1,000 concrete a minute, I say around because my belts can't quite support the speed of the output, but I mean, technically I am building 1,000. Yeah, everything's working out great. Okay, this is working now. Alright. Yeah. Sometimes the blueprinter is a little bit annoying to use, but that's okay. So what you do then is we go bridge type E, 1, then 2, and then 3. So then we go 1. Actually, we need a 3 here first. Yep, okay. Then you go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Look how quick that is. That's why I can look past the annoyances of the blueprinter to actually make this work. Cause yeah, look at this. We're gonna have a freaking bridge across the desert in no time. Alrighty, so got that bridge down here quite a ways. Yeah, that looks a little weird, but yeah, everywhere else it looks fine. So I got my 10-car train here, just measuring out my blocks. You want to do a decent long block. I mean, this bridge is very long, so it's going to be a lot of block signals. But you do want to do block signals along your rail line, because if you don't do block signals every so often, what's going to happen is your trains are going to be waiting around forever for an entire huge section of track to clear. Before they're allowed to go, because there's a train within that block. Let's say you don't put any block signals for an entire mile, and your train is only like 1/10 of a mile long. Then yeah, you're gonna have issues. What is this one building? This one is building plates for some reason. Okay, so one of the things we're going to have to do probably, I'm not going any further than this with this setup. Yeah, what I am going to do though is we're going to do architecture. This is how I turn this, by the way. This is how I make corners. for this particular type of bridge. You know what I was thinking about earlier? I know this is kind of a tangent off to the side, but what I was thinking about earlier is, what if I start doing slightly shorter, and I say slightly shorter, content? I get a lot more likes and a lot more viewership on the content that's under an hour. Usually typically around the 45 to 55 margin. I was thinking, what if I shoot for that instead of an hour long? I guess you guys can let me know what you think, but I was thinking that might be something to shoot for in the future. I do like the long form content. I like the hour and stuff like that. It's a good rounded out thing to shoot for, but you know, the typical viewership on my videos has always been like half an hour, 45 minutes, 20 minutes, depending on the person, of course. But yeah, it's always that, Not that that's a problem. You guys watch for it as long as you want. I don't care. I know a lot of people like either watch my content in the background or they watch my content when they sleep, which is a little weird, but yeah, not gonna say anything. I also want to get this bridge up on this grid here, so because the modular engine factory is going to be in this empty space right here, and I want it to be on the world grid. That'd be pretty nice if I could get there. And I know the section we're going to do it into. Okay. Alright, so now we're turned with the world grid at least. Alright. Then just do this. This. And this. And the reason I turn it on the very outside here and not, like, say, up here is because then when I go to do my ramps, if I turn it up here, then I end up with a gap. So if you turn it down here, it's actually much better. Of course, with this, then we put this on default. Like that, and then the upside down ramp. And then do 4 meter. I might need to be up here for this to work. Yeah. Put this on zoom. Oh yeah, and I'm very excited as well. If you have not seen it, I did end up getting. I was able to get my hands on Planet Coaster 2. So if you have not seen it, I've started a series on Planet Coaster 2. So I'm very excited for that. Very happy. So definitely check it out if you get the chance. It's on default. Okay. Now I need a 2 meter. I'm trying to be very, very careful with the volume of my voice, though, because I can't. It's like I don't have any I don't have any side tone. That's what it sounds like right now to me. I have side tone, but I just can't hear it because my ears are popped out. My yeah, things are not going well. I might have to get rid of these bottom ramps for now. Yeah. Need a 2 meter. There we go. Just everything's so close. There we go. Okay, hopefully that's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. It was 4. Alrighty, that's good. So basically, yeah. Doesn't look good. So bring this to here. I'm actually going to do another one of these. This one I'll have to. Let's bring that down a few tiles. Then we can place the Type E support. Get it lined up. There we go. Perfect. Come on, blueprint. Blueprint mode, there we go. Alright. We're going to be going right through this miner. I'm actually going to completely dismantle this. If I remember right, yeah, this is my reinforced plating factory. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to dismantle this entire thing. Then we'll continue on with the building. Or we can dismantle like half of it. Or you know what? Actually, what might be an idea is to depower the miner. And then let's grab another box here. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Yeah, let's put a splitter right here. It don't matter. I'm gonna dismantle it anyway. Okay, we'll have to. Might need to move that over. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Like I said, I'm going to dismantle it anyway, so I really don't care too much. Oops. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. There we go. So basically what's going to happen is this is going to run out of material. We're just going to let this run dry. It shouldn't take too long. Okay, the miner's empty. Then I can dismantle this without ending up with extra stuff. And we'll get like an extra box. Like an extra box worth. Yeah, this stuff makes so fast that it's just going to run out. It's going to run out real fast, so... Let's see. Is there anything else I could work on? I don't exactly know how the where the factory is going to be placed yet, so I don't exactly know there, but... we can bring this down. We want to bring this down to, I believe... you always bring it to like here on your curve. Really depends on the curve, how tight it is and stuff is where you place it, but... There we go. Okay. So, but you always want to... You always want to do bracer tracks rather than trusting the corner itself. Because if the corner's slightly off, then what's going to happen is you're going to have little wiggles in your straight pieces. I've experienced this many times. Even though the corner looks perfectly straight, it still ends up with the little wiggles, so... Yeah, just have to make sure your corner is big enough to fit the actual track. Alright. Now we should be able to pull this train forward. That factory up there is going to be a permanent one. That's going to be our Caterium factory. Actually, no, it's not. I actually know where I'm going to build... I know where I'm going to build my Caterium factory, actually. Yeah, never mind. I just remembered that there's a spot on the map that is a really good place for Caterium wire. And that place... Okay, perfect. Let's see. And we still got like 2 more cars to go. Alright, so probably like the edge of that is where our signals are going to go, but again, we have to wait. Yeah. Okay, now that this is done, we're going to end up sinking a lot of this stuff, probably. We'll see how it goes. I am going to need to move that. Oh, that's what's happening. Okay. Because I'm an idiot. That's what's happening. Oof. This is just a big circle, right? Like, I can depower this, and everything will stay powered. Yeah, that's why I like to build circles. I wonder if this will reach... It will. Okay, cool. Then we can just get rid of this. Sweet. Okay. And then... we can go ahead and remove a section of foundation to get it out of the way. Okay. Yeah, this is no longer going to be usable. I don't really care that I've got plenty of spots for mining iron, and we already got a train set on one of them, or a train station on one of them, so... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one section of track. Just noticed something weird. Oh, okay, it's just the way it looked. Is we're going to do one section, or one straight piece. Then what's support? We might not need... Yeah, it doesn't look like we need it. I actually kept running out of concrete, by the way. I still wasn't uploading fast enough. I wonder. Okay, so uploading at ×5. I think because the train station's still getting full, we were splitting with it. Or something like that, I'm not sure. I can tell you it definitely wasn't uploading fast enough for my taste, so... Okay. Like, I might upgrade that to where every machine has an uploader in front of it, and then we split right before that uploader, and have the uploader be the primary, and then have it split with the overflow up into that belt system, which goes to the train station. I might end up doing that, just so it uploads. Well, like I said, we're already uploading faster than we can make, so I know that's not necessary, but it's, I don't know, it just feels weird. Still feels slow. Doesn't feel like it's uploading at 1200 per minute, if you know what I mean. Okay. Yeah, I think from right here, I have to back up a little bit. From right here, we're going to have a little section of no support. Well, there's going to be supports, but there won't be a bridge. Because from here, we're going to be building on the world grid. As close as we can, anyway. To the actual height. So yeah, we'll have a little section to kind of level things out. Okay, it looks like that's 2 meters off. So 2 meters higher. Okay. So yeah, these are going to curve slightly as well. Just so that we can get on the world grid here. But basically, these two are going to split apart and go outwards. So basically, the way this is going to be laid out is going to have train station in the middle of the factory, and then on the outer portions of it is going to be the train line, the main train line, and then the train station in the center is going to be connected to that train line. That's kind of the plan, anyway. Okay. Alright, these are finally done. Not the end, too. That one still has. Yep, as long as we just keep making plates. Just keep making plates, making plates. Plates, plates, plates. I have a couple boxes of plates. Okay. Yeah, we're going to be moving a lot of stuff. The steel factory, that one's going to be interesting. We're going to have to bring iron to the steel factory. I think the steel factory, though, can be placed... Well, it depends on what we go with, I suppose, right? Let's see. If we actually look up steel ingot. This recipe's really good. Is it? I think it's less steel and less coal. The solid steel ingot. This one's in a foundry as well. So 3, 3, and 3, 2, because it's, if you do the normal recipe, it's an iron ingot, or an iron ingot is 1 iron ore. So it's 2 iron ore, 2 coal equals 3 steel ingots, and you get 60 per minute rather than 30. Yeah, we might be doing the solid steel ingot. Plus, the solid steel ingot kind of makes more sense to me, but that's just how it is. Then we got the coke steel ingot if you got petroleum coke, and there's 1 more. And I think that the coke steel ingot is, damn. Yeah, petroleum coke is made with the refinery. Man, that's 100 steel ingots per minute. I guess it depends on how much steel we need, would be the deciding factor on that. But I think the solid steel ingot would be a good overall. Because the coke steel ingot, you need oil in order to make that, or you need petroleum coke. You can turn some of that heavy oil, or turn the heavy oil into petroleum coke, and then ship that over. But I don't think we'll need one factory to do 100 steel ingots per minute. This would probably be the best, without having to have an outside source other than iron. And basically with this one, I'm not going to have, I don't know if I'm going to have a factory that makes, I don't think I'm going to have a factory that makes the iron ingots, because then that'd be, or makes like iron ingots, copper ingots, and then have one that makes copper sheets and iron plates and iron rods. I think the factory making the iron ingots, or making the ingots, should also be the one making the next step up, right? Like obviously the plates and the rods and the screws and stuff, that's all going to be separated, but okay. Oh, looks like these are all done pretty much. Very good. We need to make a proper reinforced plate factory anyway. Before that, we're going to need 2 other factories at the very least. Okay, that one just has screws, so we'll have to wait for those to empty. Alright. Okay, let's see what I can get done here for a little bit. Alright, so, hit another obstacle, it looks like. We are going to have to relocate the steel factory. So, I think just given the time and given how much work is going to be needed here next time, we need to, like I said, this factory is going to be big, but we need to move the steel factory. The steel factory needs a permanent home, so that's what we're going to be giving it. So I think next time what we'll do is we'll go over here. This is where I'm thinking of building it, because there's so much coal over here that we can be making use of, especially when we get like Mark III miners and stuff. It's gonna be really good. We'll make it so that the factory is upscalable. Jeez, can't talk when I'm sick. You know, stuffed up sinuses and. Woo! I love that when it autosaves when you're trying to fly. You press space at the right time. So fun. But yeah, I think either over here, or maybe in between the two, whatever. We're gonna put a we're gonna put a steel factory. Ooh, the steel factory could go on top of this. That would be really cool. And we'll just use a really long belt. I mean, I might put a train station down for import as well. But this would be a really cool place to bring coal as well. or not coal, but a really cool place to build a steel factory. I think this might be our permanent steel factory. I don't really know though. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I think either this place or maybe down there or something. Just something to get a steel factory going. I think that'd be really cool because after that other factory, that bridge is going to be heading this way. So I think that'd be really cool to get set up and going. So I think that's what we'll work on this week is not necessarily relocating, but doing a permanent steel factory build. We're going to be making steel ingots, steel pipes, and steel beams as well. So that should be good there. Yeah, I think that'd be really great. And then we'll ship off the steel beams to a encoded steel, or the encased steel beams factory that could also double as like the encased pipe to make more encased steel beams, just whatever you need. Something like that, anyway. The main reason, I don't want to... It probably would make more sense to encase the beams here. Man, that'd be a big train station setup, though. I mean, the amount of room I would need for a rail yard, I would need 3 train stations for output, plus concrete coming in, coal coming in, iron coming in. That would be 6 train stations all in one. Maybe that's not such a good idea. I love that that's gold. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do though. So we'll make a steel factory that makes. I mean, we could separate it out too. We could just make the ingots, right, and then have that. Well, no, because that'd be a pretty small factory. But we refine the ingots, make the steel beam, steel pipe, and then we ship that off to another factory, which will make our encased industrial beams. Because that's going to need 2 train stations alone just to make those beams. So you're going to need steel beams coming in, concrete coming in, and then encased industrial beams export. Like I said, every single factory is going to have a rail yard attached to it, either underneath, on top, to the side, doesn't matter. And that's going to need 3 train stations alone. So, yeah, anyway. But yeah, with that and with our obstacle and given the time, we'll go ahead and end it here. So that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. Like I said, next time we'll get working on the steel factory, get it out of our way, get it permanently built, hooked up to the main rail line, and then we'll go back and do the modular engine factory and work on that. So, but like I said, yeah, for now though, that is going to be it. So yeah, I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, and before you go, I would like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see here. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.